Do any of my fellow makers have this same problem?
So this is what I came up with to the answer to my problems. It is going to be, I'm going to put a little earth magnet back here, and it's going to attach to my metal equipment like my saws and my drill press like so. And the cord will just hang through here and the plug up here like so. So it'll go right on my equipment and it'll keep my plugs up off the floor so I don't step on them. Super easy. I'll show you how to do that.
All right, this is real simple. I literally didn't take any measurements at all. What I did do is laid a cord down and kind of drew a line to where how thick the cord was. To find the center, I simply just go like this, flip it over that way. Oh, we're right at the center there. So because these pieces are the same, I will take that measurement, transfer it over to here, and just flip that around. So that's what I'll cut with the bandsaw, or it could be, a handsaw too. Transfer these cuts across here on that end, and that end. When you learn this technique of riding along your finger, you'll be able to move along with projects so quickly. So now I want to put just enough to hold the cord, so enough to where you got a little substance there. So right like that, that gives you this line. Now all I need is that curve, and all I did with the curve is I held the plug up. Because I'm going to make all these the same for my shop, I'll just trace that line. But you could just hold a plug up and go, okay, if it's sitting down this much, this curve, that'll be plenty. We'll trace out the curve here too. But to make the curve, it's just use common sense. Just a little curve like so. So when you cut it out, it's like this. And now the back. So this is the back. And what you'll do is just follow your curved line here, however deep you want to make it. And you can make it as, you could make it down this deep if you have a tall plug. Most of my plugs are not. Connect these two lines like so. So when you bring it to the bandsaw, we'll cut here and here, but we'll leave this much space in the back, so we don't want to cut all the way through it. So we'll make that mark on the bottom. And it doesn't matter how much that one is. So we'll want to leave the same amount here. So when I cut down through here, it's going to remove this whole top piece. And this channel, we're going to cut out the channel first, then come back, cut out this. We'll put our magnet in the back here. And all that will be gone. Easy enough, just out of scraps.
So we're at the bandsaw here. If you don't have a fence, you might want to put this piece in a clamp. It's very small. With the fence, it gives me a little bit more something to ride on and a little bit more insurance that it won't kick out on me. Cutting out this piece can also be done on a scroll saw. I'm just cleaning the interior up here with a chisel. If you have a scroll saw, it'd be very easy to get in there and clean it up with the scroll saw. This drill bit is called a Foster bit. I'm going to drill down just enough to sink the earth magnet so it sits flush. Now I'm going to drill a second hole a little bit deeper, and that's for glue contact. I'm going to increase the surface where the glue contacts the wood. That will ensure that that magnet will never fall out. Now here I have the workpiece, 2-part epoxy. I'm going to completely fill the small hole, the second hole that I drilled. I'm going to completely fill that up and then put a light coating of epoxy around the hole, and perfect. Here we go, we're doing the second one. And I will leave the glue stick into the glue as my test piece. I'll cut it off. Well, there you go. There's the finished thing right there. Super easy, fast, cheap. For a finish, I just used a little bit of this feed and wax. Now my cords are up and out of the way. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.